Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hits and Picks, episode 5. I am here with 3 of the most average handicappers of all time. I mean, there's nothing else to call us right now but very average. But boys, how we doing tonight?
Dude, I just call us big game betters. Because we don't gamble on little meaningless games.
No.
We hit all the big games. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. But I'm doing great. How are you, Hot Lips?
I'm all right. I didn't get to watch a single football game this weekend besides WVU Oklahoma. I worked, so that kind of sucks.
What's your overall consensus about Saturday night's game?
Positive.
Thank
I
you.
mean, we definitely could have won, but it's looking up for WVU. I like Neil Brown. Trust the climb.
Melvin?
Yeah.
I had a good weekend, except the NFL, which we'll get to, but I can't complain. Notre Dame got the win.
We'll get to that as well. We'll get to it all.
Stinky cheese boys. That's all you beat was stinky cheese boys.
I said this week one.
Fine.
They smell like shit.
They smell like shit.
Wait, so Wisconsin smells like shit too?
Yeah, Midwest.
Them and Iowa.
Okay.
Yes, they both smell awful, like dirty cheese.
So, all right, Big Ty, take the lead. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk shit? You want to pick games? What?
We're just gonna start it how we always do. 3-0 for them boys in Denver.
I'm feeling good over here. I will address the elephant in the room. We've beat 3 0-3 teams. No secret. Again, Denver doesn't make the schedule, and it's not like they're close games. Any game in the NFL on the road is tough. 2 of those games were on the road. We're putting up points, and we're shutting down offenses.
And like you said, they're doing the most important thing, which is killing these teams.
They're destroying these teams, but the most important is they're covering the spread every week.
That is the most important.
Every goddamn week, make sure you pay attention. It feels good to be 3-0, but I'm not going to sit around and be like, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. I know we're going to run into some dogs. Sorry about Kansas City. Y'all stank. But they did just get Josh Gordon today, so that'll be interesting. So I'm on my high horse. I feel good.
Wasn't the Steelers 10-0 last year?
11.
11. Jesus.
Brady,
and
that's
they
what I was
weren't
gonna
any
say.
good.
They are terrible.
They're bad.
They're very
Big
very,
Ben
very,
literally
very
can barely.
bad.
What was he jogging and fell when he
Did-
threw
I was
that
gonna
pass?
say, did
That was
anyone
so
see
funny.
That clip of him literally like no one even pressuring him and him just throwing a pass and falling. It might be the funniest clip I've ever
Get
seen.
ready for the switch back to the Falcons. It's coming.
Well, no, they suck too. They're even worse.
1-2. They won yesterday.
Who else is undefeated? I might just go to them.
Hey,
The Broncos.
Broncos. I'll go to the
baby.
Broncos.
what's up, man? Let's
be,
go.
Truth be told, I have no clue how the Steelers beat the Bills week 1.
Me either.
I have
Nah.
no clue.
No,
I
me
mean,
either.
they were without a lot of their defense now,
No,
but
very true. I'll give you that.
they still suck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a combination. Obviously, TJ Watt's really good, but him being in these games he's not that big of a game changer to where he's going to make them win those last 2 games that they lost. The Bills, it's a week 1 game. Those are toss-up games all the time. I mean, the Bills just scored almost 100 points this week against
The
the
football
football
team.
team. So
boy, oh boy.
they're fine.
Yikes.
You got a big one tonight, though.
Yeah, I can't say anything about the Cowboys yet because, we're recording Monday. They play tonight. Huge divisional matchup against the Eagles in the best conference in football, the NFC Beast.
I agree.
So, I mean, you agree?
100%.
What about your football team, though? You agree with them?
Down week. Down week. Bills.
Way to keep it positive. Yeah, down week. Yep, I'm with you.
I love it,
The
actually.
Bills had to return to form at some point. Started last week in Miami. Continued against the football team. But good teams bounce back. So we'll see next week.
Wasn't their strong point supposed to be their defense?
Like I said, down week.
How many points did they give up? Like 40?
Too many.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was
Jeez.
bad.
44.
Which, defense, that's one reason why. Like, Denver's putting the offense together, but their defense,
Defense looks great.
I mean, they're getting no
Yeah.
recognition at all.
Yeah.
Like, now that Doopey's gone, the Raiders are 3-0. But somebody else just scored on their defense right now as
Yeah.
we're speaking. Their defense is fucking terrible. We'll see. We'll let the defense do the
I
talk.
agree. We'll see. And actually, I don't know why I keep doing this, but like I'm going to defend the Steelers a little bit more real quick. They get a couple other guys out rather than just TJ Watt, correct? On defense? I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm not sure who was out this week, but last week there was like 4 or 5
of them.
starters. Or
Yeah, I'm trying to think who's
So-
played with big. They probably have what? Polamalu out, William Gay's out.
I was going to say I really can't name them because I don't care that much. But I do remember seeing they have like 4 or 5 guys out on defense.
it
So,
was like Hayden, Tuitt, Watt, someone else. I mean, people that play.
Yeah. It might have been Hayward. Maybe I'm tripping, but
I'm not sure.
I feel
about
like he
him.
might have been out. But so let's really dive into WVU now. Like, I mean, I've said it on here, they're not my favorite team, but I mean, you can't be upset after a loss like that in Oklahoma.
No, I look at it like this, and I will live and die by this. It's the first time that I can remember being alive that we go on the road in a primetime game and don't get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the road. You walk into Norman, there's 8 WVU fans in the stands. Everyone else, it's a sea of red.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
And for a team that's running a 2-quarterback offense, which I'm not upset with, towards the end of the game, that's obviously going to play a factor when the crowd gets into it. It gets loud with snaps, Garrett Green versus Daggy. Even though it's a loss, and I know I don't want to celebrate losses, it just goes back to people that rip on Neil Brown. If not Neil Brown, then who?
Yeah.
I don't see any other 30-year coach going into Norman with a roster that's defense heavy, improving it, and coming out with that win. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Even though let's just also be very, very unbiased here. Let's thank Lincoln Riley that he didn't take Rattler out. Because if he took Rattler out, who knows what that backup could have
Yeah,
done.
for sure.
Yeah.
So
He looked like a wide receiver when they showed him.
Dude.
Caleb Williams or something like that. I
Yeah.
thought he was a wide receiver. I had no idea what they were talking
Yeah,
about.
I didn't know anything about him. They said he's like the number 2 recruit from last year. or
He
something like
he
that,
was
I think.
very highly recruited. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't understand what some WVU fans expect out of Neil Brown. I personally think he's a good coach, but I'm sorry, but who else are they going to get?
Yep.
that's I'm
with you
happy
100%.
I'm happy you guys see that, because there's some people that are like, get him out of here, whatever. Listen, Dana was no better, dude.
Yeah.
And the arguments, well, he put players in the NFL. Good. I want to win games. I don't give a fuck who goes in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just get frustrated.
You know what sucks too with like teams like WVU, Pitt as well? They're almost like feeder programs for these coaches too, because
They're stepping stone programs.
no,
Yeah.
for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then if they do too well and they leave, like fans are just going to be pissed too. Like, and it shouldn't be like that. Like a team like WVU, like a team like Pitt right now, if you can have a 10-2 year and your coach gets another job, be thrilled for you fucking had that 10-2 year. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
I want to win. I want to
for
win.
sure.
And-
Yeah.
It's bad when Hugs has to come out and tweet to Neil Brown's defense. Like, I can't remember what he said, but it's like, you guys, we need to be like supporting these people, not trying to tear these people down.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There were 3 plays that lost us the game. There was a false start. Daggy overthrew wide open Ford Wheaton. And there was something else. Like 3 plays that weren't a coach's fault at all.
Mhm.
Was it the fumble?
No, it was early in
Um,
the game when we went in and something happened and we got a field goal out of it, but we were at like the 2 when Garrett was in and the couple penalties, and we ended up at like a 3rd and goal at like the 20, I think, very
Yeah.
early on.
Yeah, like those plays lost us the game. We would have won without that.
Yeah. So,
And there were, I'm going to say it, there were a lot of, and they let him play on both sides,
mhm.
but there were a lot of questionable outside holds when Rattler was scrambling.
Yeah.
There were, but that's football, so that's not one of my big points. I just had to say.
Yeah. I'm not going to say much about Pitt because they only played New Hampshire. They did beat the living fuck out of them. I mean, decided to score 77 points out of nowhere and only let up 7. I'm officially too on the train. I know Melvin's going to like this because I used to say this about an old Pitt player. I'm all in on Kenny Pickett for Heisman. I used to say this about Tyler Boyd all the time. You remember?
Tyler Boyd was he was just a dog though.
Yeah, he was a dog. Through September, Kenny Pickett has 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. I'm not exactly sure how many yards. He's so fucking nasty. That's all I'm going to say. They only played New Hampshire. They got Georgia Tech next week. They're only 3-point favorites. We'll really see what they're about. And one more thing. I got a thing sent to me right before this. We're the favorites to win the ACC Coastal as of right now.
The Coastal is Clemson in that one?
No.
Okay, so there's nobody.
No.
But I think, and I'm also on right now, we're going to beat Clemson. It's
Yeah,
at
Clemson's
Pitt. We're going to beat
dog
Clemson.
shit.
Clemson is pretty bad compared to recent years.
Yes, they are dog shit. I don't know what the hell's going on. Brady, I was looking at our futures last night. DJ
No.
Ukulele future is fucked.
It's
'Cause
not
he
going to
looks
win.
awful, which I didn't expect either.
I don't know what happened to him. Like
Me either. I don't know
he
what
was
happened to them
amazing
this
when he
year.
came in place of Trevor Lawrence
Yeah.
for those couple games.
Yeah,
And now he's terrible.
yeah, I don't know either. But should we give Melvin his couple minutes of fame?
Yeah, go ahead, Melvin. Let it fly.
So before I get too hyped up over this win, it was still a very close game at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I have a couple thoughts. We'll find out truly how good Notre Dame is this weekend.
You're damn right we will.
The only thing that I'll say is the defense is coming into its own form.
Looks
It's looks a lot better.
Yeah.
But I expected that to take a little time. The offensive line still looks like absolute garbage, and I just don't see that changing. The bad part is obviously Notre Dame is going to have a big overrated factor to it because all the teams that were supposed to be good on their schedule now look like garbage. So I'm not going to blame people for saying they're overrated, but that we'll see what happens again this weekend against Cincinnati. So
What they say is wrong with Jack Cohn?
he got twisted up on. I think it's just an ankle.
He needs to be done because that third string guy. I heard he wasn't even the second string guy.
He's technically second string. They just put in Buckner for a running component.
He was balling.
The only reason they put in Buckner for a running component is because they can't run the ball.
Is that who the quarterback came in? Was that his name, Buckner?
No, Pine. Drew
Okay.
Pine.
Well, he was balling straight up.
Pine and Cone.
Cohn needs to take a seat.
I love
Pine
that.
and Cohn.
I love that.
Pine and Cone.
Well, Pine needs to start because he was balling. And I think he was the difference in the game. I really do. I don't think that Wisconsin was ready for him. He seemed a lot more mobile, and his arm seemed literally better to me, at least.
Wisconsin's defense is legit. The score was a lot more, not as indicative of how the game was played. I mean, Notre Dame was really only up 10, and then they got 2 pick sixes, and that was really all it needed to be. But Wisconsin's defense is good. Their offense is just so bad.
I got one more bone to pick with that game. There was no reason that game should have went over in the total. I think it was like 10-3 or something like that going into the fourth quarter. It was very low scoring going into the fourth.
I think it was 16-13.
It was 16-13.
Do your job and look it up. That's what we're going to do. Do the job, look it up. Because it was bullshit that this game went over.
Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job, Melvin. Well, while Melvin's looking that up, oh wait, here it is. Yeah.
Oh, they scored 31 points in the fourth?
Yeah. It was so close the whole time.
It was 10-10 going into the fourth.
And I think that over-under was...
It was 45 or something like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it went over. I was so freaking pissed.
Did you have the under?
Yes.
Oh,
it was
that
one of the
sucks.
games we picked last week.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we might as well talk about it. So next week, Notre Dame versus Cincinnati. That's going to be me and Melvin's double or nothing game. He took advantage of me when I was down. I was a drunk and cross-faded man, and he squeezed me down for $50 for the WV Oklahoma money line. So I'm coming back with vengeance. He wants to bet our biggest game. I'm going to bet his biggest game, double or nothing. Hopefully I give you $100 just for your sake, but it's not going to happen.
Imagine the argument if Notre Dame loses.
Oh, I'm gonna love it.
He's just like, you forced me.
You have anything to say, Melvin?
The only thing that I'll say is, fine, I'll accept the double or nothing because it's literally a win-win for me.
You got
If
to.
Notre Dame wins, I get $100 on top of it, and if they lose, then I just don't owe any money.
It's straight
I'm-
up, right?
Straight up.
Okay.
I will. Well, the line's only 2 anyway, so
Yeah.
I will say this.
I'd bet the spread. I don't give a fuck.
You-
suck.
Jake approached me about betting WVU Oklahoma, regardless if he had a couple drinks that night.
You want me to use my example?
he-
You want me to bring it up?
He approached me about betting that game, and of course I was not going to turn it down.
You
I
can't.
even made Brady witness it that night. And if Brady lies about that, then I'm going to be severely upset.
You did. You took advantage of him. You did.
Okay.
You should have at least said, "Okay, I'll take.
Whatever.
I'll give you 10 points."
You
or
took
something.
advantage of me.
Moving on. Double or nothing this weekend. I got Notre Dame. You got Cincinnati. I can't wait for my $100.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it way off topic real quick.
I love way off
All
topic.
right. Now that we're talking about $50, how'd you get out of the Mello bet to win a championship? Because I've heard his side of the story. I don't know if I've ever heard yours.
There was no proof. We just lost it, I guess.
Of a phantom bet, though, right?
No, that was,
We-
that
we
was
were
not
both-
a phantom bet.
We were both like blacked out.
No, the
No
Mello
way.
bet was real.
The
but
Mello-
you said
The Mello. Oh yeah, the Mello bet was real.
I witnessed that.
but
It
the
was definitely
Broncos, the Broncos.
Oh, the
Super
Broncos
Bowl,
one, yeah.
We were hammered at Jen's, and I was like, "I'll give you 5 teams, and I'll take Denver. And if I win, you owe me $100." And he put it in his phone, and all of a sudden,
I
it's
probably
gone.
changed phones.
But the Mello bet's real.
But I said, because I didn't know Melo was going to the Lakers, I was like, okay, since you don't owe me 100, let's just call it even.
Okay.
So that's why the Melo bet, even if he wins, it won't
I'll
count.
never forget the Mello bet. That was as real as it comes, and you know it too.
The Mello bet, if he wins a championship, we'll do something.
You should buy me a PS5.
I don't know about that.
Speaking of phantom bets, Brady, did you ever get your fins up tattoo?
Oh yeah.
Don't remind Alden
forgot
of
about
that. We're going to be like 50 years old, and
Fins
he's going to
up.
be like, you got to get a Tannehill
He
riding a
still
dolphin
says-
on your ass.
He still says something.
Every time I
doesn't
see
he?
him, I get nervous.
I'm
Is
not
that-
going to
Was
forget
that
it.
the deal? Tannehill riding a dolphin?
He wants it Tannehill just because he's gone now, so it'll be even funnier.
That would be awesome.
That would be
That
fucking
would be
awesome.
great.
Maybe. No, I won't even say it. I don't
Okay,
even
you
wanna-
guys definitely got to do something though if Mello wins it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like his last go around.
Did you listen to
probably.
him on $1 Million Worth of
I
Game?
still got to listen to it. I
He-
listened to him on Pardon My Take.
He
though.
was like, LeBron called me. He's like, he told me he needed me. And he's like, at first I was like, do you want me or do you need me? Because if a brother needs me, I'll be there. He's there. They're about to win it all.
They were at
Didn't-
the Rams game yesterday.
They're
Those
about to win
two
it all.
were together.
Didn't he say like he wanted to stay with the Knicks or something like that? He wanted to stay with someone and they let him go. Or maybe the Nuggets.
Yeah. Well, it was the Nuggets were really building something, and then once they made that run, they let like AI go and all these other people go, and he's like, he obviously didn't want to go, but he couldn't stay there.
Yeah.
And then he went to New York and had that one good year, and he said he almost went to Chicago.
Yeah.
He should have been a bad boy in Detroit,
He should have been.
but they took fucking Darko Milicic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sucked.
Milicic.
Whatever.
That's all.
intern.
I
Shut
just
up.
wanted to bring that up real quick. One more off-topic thing before we get into the picks. Shout out to Team USA for absolutely fucking raping Europe in the Ryder Cup.
I'm gonna pee. we
Absolutely
start picking.
killing them. So you guys have the little UFC thing. Me and Melvin are
Did you happen to watch the post-game presser with the whole group?
yes.
It was
the
hilarious.
DJ thing.
One of the reporters just said, DJ, respectfully, do you still think that you have the stamina to keep up with these guys drinking tonight? And he just goes, absolutely.
Yeah, he's
So-
like absolutely.
I didn't get to watch any of it because I worked. Were they just like drinking the whole time or just like
Oh,
bullshitting?
DJ was buzzed. 100%.
Oh yeah,
That's
was hilarious.
amazing.
JT made Bryson and Brooks hug at the end.
it was great.
Brooks hated every second of it.
I think he loved it. I think they're. Did you see the T-shirts they
I
wore yesterday?
saw the T-shirt. Yeah,
Hilarious. Hilarious.
That's genius, though.
yeah. But I think Bryson won Americans hard over.
He was great for him. I mean, he fired up the crowd. He wasn't cringy.
He was great.
He went out and he did what he did best. He drove the heck out of the ball and just
He'll go back to how he is.
Yeah. Did you
He
watch
will.
him? Did you watch him? Did you watch it Sunday at all?
a little bit.
Okay. Literally, I watched most of it, and on the first tee, Bryson just comes up, 370, drives the green, Eagles won.
It was a
right
40, it
off
was like
the
a
rip.
40. It was like a 41-foot putt.
Yeah. And then he hits
Unreal.
one, what, 417 one of the other days. Absolutely incredible. But I just wanted to say shout out Team USA, better than Europe.
I'm gonna go. I've already made plans. I'm going to the 2025 Ryder Cup at
Need to get there. It looks like
Black.
the most electric atmosphere. It looks so much fun. But anyone got anything else that they want to dive into before we dive into this?
I'm just gonna pat myself on the back for the Arkansas and Notre Dame money line.
Those were great picks.
Oh, I felt so
great
good.
picks.
I don't know why I picked money line though, because I mean that would just hurt my record not betting the spread.
I
If
felt
it's-
the
Shamrock-
same way about the Packers last night.
You
'cause I
heard the
took them
Shamrock
money line.
series line, and you had to bet them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we so like because I've felt the same way even though Arkansas hit. Like I feel like I should just take the spreads, right?
You should for
to
sure.
help my record.
What I
Yeah.
would start doing is taking the spread and saying you are also going to sprinkle the money line with it.
All right.
I like that.
So before we do get into the picks, I forgot about this. We have a change in the 5-5 standings this week, boys.
I'm sure. I'm getting
So we got a
crushed.
new show leader, and his name is Brady.
Shit, that feels good.
20-18. We got a new second place. I can't remember if I was in second or not, but I am now at 20-19
Oh my god.
from first
To
to last. Jake, 19-20. Still a very close race, but we did have a new leader. Jake was leading after last week. This week it's Brady. So Brady, congrats.
Congrats, Brady.
Thanks. Good luck keeping up.
Congrats.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm going undefeated this week. Let's go.
And
Did Melvin add up his scores?
I'm 9-10. So if we're going by percentage, okay, but if I have to bet some extra games to get my record up, then
I always
be
said
it.
if people have extra games they want to throw on their card, they're more than welcome. I think I have 4 extra games I'm putting on my card this week.
if that would make Jake happy to
Di-
make my record be up, so that when at the end of the year when I have a better record than him, he can't come back and say, "Oh, I bet more games than you."
But the thing is, the games I add to my card, I don't put on the 5-5 record. I just put to my overall record.
Suck my ass, intern.
you just tell me what you want me to do. I'm the intern for a reason.
If you want to add picks, feel free. We'll do that.
we'll go by percentage. I'm okay with that.
Maybe one of these weeks we'll give you about 10 extra games and you can make up with it that you'll just pick.
Okay.
5 college, 5 NFL. That's
That
how
works.
it'll be. All
but
right.
we get to pick them.
That's fair.
I like that.
All right, I like that. We will do
Mercer versus William and Mary.
West Liberty
that. I'm
versus
telling you, them
Concord.
stupid ass FCS games are the easiest ones to pick.
I used to bet a shitload of I forget what the conference is called. It was college basketball. It was like Hofstra, just a whole bunch of random schools. I was just betting every game.
I don't even know what conference that would be.
I don't think anyone does.
I think it's the Big South.
Big South.
Melvin's right. He's getting pretty impressive if
He
he's
is.
correct here.
I actually think he is right too.
No.
No.
Colonial Athletic
CAA.
Association.
Good try, Melvin. I like
Yeah,
the effort.
Melvin. All right, let's fucking go.
We ready to
dude.
get into
I'm
it?
excited. Let's go.
We got a hell of a card this week.
We do.
The Thursday night game was fire. Last Thursday's game was fire though too. Marshall and Appalachian State. That's a hell of a ball
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, sorry, farmers.
Whatever. It's Marshall.
All right.
My bet cashed.
Facts.
So the Thursday game this week, starting with college like usual, we got an ACC matchup. We got Virginia at Miami. Miami's laying 3.5. The over/under 62. Jake, let's get it rolling.
I will
baby.
never bet on Miami, Virginia plus 3.5. I'm leaving it at that. They are
I will
not back.
never bet on Miami.
They suck. The turnover chain was cool. It stinks now. Virginia, they're not great, but I've seen they can put up points, and I think that's one of Miami's biggest problems is they can't score. So,
I'm going to
Great.
take Miami minus 3.5 solely because Virginia lost to Wake Forest.
They got their ass kicked.
Wake
I
Forest
think.
is undefeated.
They are.
They're still Wake Forest.
Dog. The Demon Deeks? Are you serious?
Fuck them. No, Miami minus 3.5. I was going to take the under, but I'm scared of Derek King.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll actually have a good
I
game.
don't know why we're so scared of him, but I feel the same way. Melvin.
Miami has literally burned me, I think, every single week that they've played. But I'm going to take the over.
The over?
Here we go.
I just don't like 3. I don't like 3.5. I don't get it. So I'll just take the over 62.
So I think Miami's due, personally. So that's honestly the whole reason I'm riding with Miami. I mean, I don't know.
I feel so good with this because Miami's proved nobody anything, and
They
you guys are like,
haven't.
I'm with Miami. I stand with Miami. Fuck you.
But
They eventually got a cover,
who
right?
they got beat by Bama. They were in a close game to Appalachian State.
They won that.
Then Michigan State's a pretty good team this year too. So I mean, I feel like they're due. That's just me.
I
boys
just
feel
I
the
could
same?
not I couldn't bet them again. I've bet them too many times this season. They burned me too many times already.
Yeah.
So if I would have been forced to pick the spread, I would have taken Virginia. But I like the over.
Okay. All
So,
right.
Ty, what'd you pick?
Miami. As
Damn
well.
it. I was hoping I was going to be the only one.
No, I'm with you.
I feel incredible over here.
All right. So we are into the 5-5 games now. We have 4 ranked matchups this week. Number 8 Arkansas at number 2 Georgia. Georgia's laying 19, over under is 49. Go Hogs.
This is
dude.
the easiest pick of my life. Arkansas plus 19.
Dude, I agree.
And I'm adding the over also. Arkansas looks fucking incredible.
Quarterback's good.
Quarterback's good. He got a little banged up. The backup went in, and then he came back in and still balled. They beat a lot of good teams. They're going to keep beating good teams. 19 is a lot of points. I'm expecting a lot of points. And 49 is low for me with these two teams.
Dude, why are they still getting so disrespected?
It's crazy.
I do not understand.
19 is huge.
They beat Texas, who is at least okay,
By 20.
Not
Yeah.
back.
and A&M. How bad did they just win by Saturday? Didn't they pretty much control that whole
They
fucking
controlled it.
game?
They
Yeah.
almost blew it towards the end, but I think they won by like 7 or 10. So I don't know. Yeah, easy. It's just such an easy pick for me. At 19 points, that's wild. It's fucking wild.
Okay, Melvin's over here going to work right now.
Brady, go ahead and pick.
Yeah, Brady, while he's
Regardless
this up.
of if Jefferson's out next week, I'm still going to take Arkansas minus 19 or
Plus.
plus
Plus
19.
19.
Damn it, that's hard. I'm also going to sprinkle money line.
wow.
I love that.
I mean, it's going to be what, like plus 600 at least?
I
It's gonna be
love that.
huge.
That's bold.
I love that.
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I don't hate it. I don't know why they're not getting respect.
they're good.
Melvin's here
Georgia,
pulling up something about the quarterback with an injury.
I really couldn't find
He came back
anything.
in,
It just says he was hobbled. So
he's
um,
fine.
I agree.
This
He's okay.
game is going to be absolutely electric.
Yes, it is.
I remember back to when Notre Dame played at Georgia a couple years ago. If you remember, we were outside watching it, and when Georgia gets rocking for a night game or for even an afternoon game for the CBS game, that place is just unbelievable.
Their fence is a
However,
bush.
I don't know how I can't take Arkansas plus 19.
Why is this a noon game also?
Is it noon?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's noon.
It is noon
It's
on
not the
ESPN.
CBS game of the week.
Nope. It's
No, it
noon
makes
on
no
ESPN.
sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. Probably because no
ESPN
one thought
ESP
Arkansas was going to be this good. That's the only
ESPN
thing I could
has
guess.
SEC now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won't be
that's
CBS.
SEC. Yeah. Melvin, you give a pick here?
Arkansas plus 19.
Arkansas plus 19. And I'm also riding with Arkansas plus 19. And I'm just going to say it here that I'm making that my lock right now is Arkansas plus 19. I don't
like it.
understand this line. If something's with the quarterback, maybe
It's going to
But-
change.
it's got to. I don't know.
It's down to 18 and a half.
So,
Okay,
It's
so it's
moved half
still
a
right
point,
there.
but
so
yeah.
if like we're betting it, we have to bet it now.
Yeah, pretty
'Cause
much.
it's going to move.
my only thing that scares me though is being that the game is at noon and not like at 7:30 or 3:30, kind of makes me want to take Georgia,
Yeah.
but I can't.
How can you
19's
go?
too many.
How can you go against Arkansas right now?
You can't. I mean, if the spread was like 13, I'd probably take Georgia.
Georgia lost
But-
to a terrible Clemson team.
They
They
beat
beat
Clemson.
'em.
So.
Or yeah, sorry,
But it was
they beat
They
a
didn't
terrible
look that
Clemson
impressive
team
in that game.
by 6.
Yeah.
Georgia's not that good.
19's just too many points.
Yeah, I think so
Mhm.
too. But watch, that'll come back and bite all of us in the ass because we all have Arkansas.
You're fucking
but
ripping ass over there.
I can't help it. I had fusion.
I didn't even know.
Fuck.
All right. Here we go. We got number 7 Cincinnati at number 9 Notre Dame. Over under is 50.5. Cincinnati is -2.
Bearcats -2. Take it to the bank. Let's go, Cincy. Luke Fickle and the boys are gonna march in to fucking South Bend and touchdown Jesus and burn that place down. Oh yeah, Rudy can't stop him, baby.
Andy was offside.
And he was offsides. Go Bearcats. Brady?
This game's tough. I mean, it can go either way. I want to pick Notre Dame because they're at home, but I think I got to go with Cincinnati.
Fucking A right. Fucking A right.
It's going to be close no matter what.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blowout.
Notre Dame money line.
Respect.
Do you have anything else to say about the game, or I mean, do you just want to keep it at that?
I think that it's going to be a close game, but being that the spread's only 2, I really don't see much point in me taking Notre Dame +2.
No, I feel you.
If I'm going to take Notre Dame, just give them to me on the money line. The odds will be better for betting it. I actually might bet Notre Dame on the money line here just because I just don't bet spreads with them. But I don't know. I think that after last week, they're going to have a whole bunch of confidence. If they didn't overlook Wisconsin to go to this game, which they didn't, I think that they'll still be able to be hyped up for this one as well.
It'll probably move to a pick 'em by game time, I think.
See, it doesn't make sense because I didn't understand last week why it was 6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't make any sense.
So if anything, I don't know. I could see it going either way. But I think that people, if I had to guess, I bet money will be on Notre Dame at home after just beating Wisconsin,
Yeah.
getting 2. I agree with Brady. I think it'll end up being closer to a pick 'em.
I'm taking the under again. I don't know why after that bullshit last week, but I'm taking the under again, and Notre Dame, I hate Notre Dame, but they are like sucking me in to thinking they're that 4 seed who's going to get just pounded
Annihilated by Bama
again.
again.
Yeah. Something's really making me start to think that again. So I'm going to take Cincy and ND under 50.5, and I'm going to sprinkle Notre Dame money line as well.
Luke Fickle versus Marcus Freeman.
Who's Freeman?
Hey, who the fuck is
Yeah.
Well,
Marcus
he was
Freeman?
Fickle's defensive coordinator, and he's now Notre Dame's defensive coordinator.
You're awful impressive.
I try.
Only Notre Dame fans know that.
He's impressed. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a fact right there.
He's always on Notre Dame message boards.
I
It's
appreciate
ridiculous.
Melvin's little facts he gives us.
His name on the message boards is Melvin the God.
People respect me over there.
Yeah, I mean, I
Melvin the
believe you,
God.
Melvin. I mean, I love your little facts you throw at us, but all right. I'm really excited for this game. Number 12, Ole Miss at number 1, Alabama. Bama's laying 15.5. Over under is 76.5. Jake.
This one's tough. I was just looking at who the teams have played. I mean, Ole Miss really hasn't played anybody but Louisville week 1. Louisville's 3-1 right now, 2-1, whatever. I don't know, man. This is hard, but I think I'm taking the under. I think I'm just leaving it. 76.5 is a lot of
ton.
points. That is a ton of points. 15.5 is way too big to take Bama. I think I'm gonna sit with the under here.
I mean, that's a good pick. I'm going to have to go Ole Miss plus 15.5. And when I bet, I'm going to sprinkle money line on that too. Bama or Georgia, one of them will lose.
Fuck.
Their quarterback, who's Coral or something like that.
Yeah, he's really
Matt
good.
Corral. He's a good Heisman pick right now.
His
He's
nickname's-
unbelievable.
his
I haven't
nickname's
watched
Golden.
him play like a whole game yet, but I'll watch this one.
Melvin.
I think as much as I love to bet Bama, I think Corral's a stud. Lane Kiffin.
Oh shit!
Lane Kiffin is in fact.
I forgot about Lane Kiffin was Ole Miss's coach.
Lane
Sorry, go
Lane
ahead.
Kiffin is in fact not. Lane Kiffin is in fact not at FAU, just like you guys thought.
Yeah. Not our brightest moment.
I like Ole Miss getting 15.5. I think that I agree they haven't played anybody, but I don't know. Alabama has, but I think that they may overlook Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss comes in, at least gives them a game. 76.5 is too much for me to bet on that.
It's way too much.
Ty, what are you doing?
For this game?
I'm thinking about changing my pick. What are you doing?
I'm going with the fucking over, dude. Last year, this game was a straight shootout, and I think it's going to be the same again this year. Well, is that the final right there?
63-48.
Yeah,
last
there
year.
you go. Not
Pretty sure
shit's
that's
gonna-
over.
Not shit is going to be different from last year. It's going to be a straight shootout again. I'm not going to add it. I also do like Ole Miss to actually. You know what? Fuck it, I'm adding it. I'm not going to take a money line, but
Change my pick. I'm taking Ole Miss plus 15.5.
I'm
Go
taking,
Kiff!
I'm taking Ole Miss to cover as well, but my main pick is going to be Ole Miss, Bama over 76.5.
The GOAT once said, smoke weed, talk shit like I'm Lane Kiffin. Ole Miss plus 15.
Melvin, you know whose lyric that is right there?
Definitely.
Who? If you really don't know this is actually
Lil Wayne. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
He thought about it.
I was
Banned
getting
from
worried.
TV. Well, I think it's banned from TV.
Yeah, so I'm riding with the boys. Ole Miss, let's go. Fucking Rebels, let's get it. 15.5 is a lot of points. Alabama, I mean, let's be real, bro. They let Florida come back. I know they were in the swamp. Florida's good, but they're decent. Go Kiff.
I love it. I love it. All right. We are at number 21 Baylor, at number 19 Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is laying 4. The over-under is 49.5.
Love this game. Love the team I'm about to talk about. Watched them for the first time this past weekend. This is easy. Baylor plus 4 and the over. Baylor's quarterback is incredible. I didn't realize they were going to be any good this year. They beat up on Iowa State pretty good, and Iowa State and Matt Campbell. Man, what a shitty season for them so far.
I picked them to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, you did.
My futures are terrible.
Yeah, you
Wait, who
did.
you talking about? You took the
Iowa
Texans?
State.
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah, they stink. So I'm going Baylor plus 4, and I'm going to take the over here. I'm going to start dinking and diving. I got to get my percentage up, and I'm only going to do it when I feel comfortable, and I feel comfortable about this. Oklahoma State is pretty good.
Which one do you want to make the main pick, the over or the spread?
I want to make the spread the main pick.
Oklahoma State lane 4,
No. Baylor plus 4.
Baylor plus 4.
Yep. Go Bears. Chip
and
and
you're
JoJo.
taking the over.
And the over. Chip and JoJo. Shout out.
Who's that?
HGTV. They do like the houses.
You're
big-
a loser.
They're big. What? You don't watch HGTV?
No.
What kind of fucking dork are you?
You-
You're an adult. You should be watching that so you can get nice wood panels on your wall and
While you two fight, I'm gonna pee.
I don't have money like they do. They're like they work for the newspaper and they have like a budget of $1 million.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You have more money than me, and I'm a dreamer. You can be a dreamer too.
No, fuck that.
Fuck you, Melvin.
I live in reality.
I do
can't-
too, dick.
I really don't want to talk about HGTV.
Whatever, dude. Fine. I mean, Chip and JoJo, they're so bad. They only got their own channel on the streaming service.
Okay,
They must suck.
I could change topic real quick because this is going nowhere. Brady, if you had to update your futures right now, if I gave you a redo,
I like this.
A redo?
Can we all do them?
I never picked a future.
That's what I'm saying. Can we all redo?
Well, I mean, that's all. We can maybe do it at the end.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
Because Ty's coming back now, but gives you a little bit of time to kind of think. But I think that Brady would like a redo of his futures.
Yeah, I feel shame for those. Couldn't have been
But
worse.
okay, in Brady's defense, though, DJ Uiagalelei, correct pronunciation.
There
Fact
you
check
go.
me.
Ukulele?
No.
Definitely ukulele.
Yeah. But everyone was on him to, because last
Yeah.
year, look what he did to Notre Dame on the road. He threw for over 400 yards and a couple touchdowns.
Destroyed them.
But Notre Dame still won, so.
True.
Okay. I'm going to pick Baylor +4. Oklahoma State's 4 games have all been close. So I think this will be within a field goal. So Baylor +4 is an easy pick.
Melvin?
Oklahoma State -4.
4.
Terrible.
Were you picking your number?
No, I just looked at it on DraftKings. It was at 3.5, so I had to
Okay.
make sure that it was
Terrible
whatever.
pick.
So, no, I like Oklahoma State -4.
Terrible pick.
I like Baylor and Oklahoma State over 49.5. I mean, I just need a good old-fashioned fucking Big 12 shootout here, and it just get over 49.5.
7 o'clock game 2 it will be.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the over in that game. And then last game, number 14, Michigan at Wisconsin. The game is a pick'em. I think the line has moved a little bit, but we're going to keep it at a pick'em because I think it's only like a point. But and the over-under is 44. I'm going to ask it again. Is Michigan back?
I'm Team Portnoy. Go get the one-bite pizzas at Walmart. Go blue. I'm taking the Wolverines. Wisconsin stinks. I give Notre Dame credit. They played well last week. I'm with you though, Melvin. It is tough because they did blow it away in the 4th. So if that was a momentum shift for a junior quarterback for the Big Cheese Wisconsin. So I'm taking Michigan.
They really pissed me off last week, though. Michigan did. That was my lock, and they were rolling. Then all of a sudden, they just decided to stink, and they didn't cover. So, Brady?
I don't know who to pick between them. It's a toss-up, so I'm going to go over 44, even though the Big Ten stinks and it's all defense. I'll still go over. 44 is too low.
Melvin.
That's the contrarian play, but I'm going to take the under. And
How'd that work out last week?
It's really not done to spite Brady. The only reason I say that, Wisconsin cannot throw the ball. I literally just watched it for 4 quarters last week. They can't throw the ball against a defense that has a pulse. Graham Mertz just can't do it. I saw a stat, and I'd have to go back and find it, but Graham Mertz against like ranked opponents is 0-10 maybe.
It can't be that bad. Last year was his freshman year.
Maybe not 0-10, but he was 0 maybe like 6 or something.
And
like
what
that.
they play, like 4
But against
games last year?
But against
Yeah.
teams that were unranked, he was able to throw the ball. He's undefeated, but he can't do it. Michigan does not play a fast pace. They do not throw the ball all that much. They run the ball a ton. I think it's a classic Big Ten matchup. I think it goes under.
Imagine how bad that would suck to be Wisconsin. Like, you get your highest quarterback recruit ever. Like, you got to be hyped up, and then he ends up just sucking.
I talked him up the first episode, too.
I thought he was going to
and
be
he blows.
good, too. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hype around him, and he's just...
There was some crazy stat about him throwing touchdowns over the weekend. Intern, look it up.
Intern?
I'm looking up stats right now.
What's that?
I think I know when you're
It
talking
was something about like he hasn't thrown a touchdown in 6 games or something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm looking up stuff about him right now.
While he's looking up the stats, I got my BDP for the week, my big dick parlay.
You got it. That's your...
Here we go.
You mark that one down.
UCLA -3 against Arizona State. Auburn +3.5 at LSU. And Rutgers +15.5 against Ohio State.
How did it do last week?
I hit Coastal, I hit Arkansas, and Iowa State fucked me. So both weeks I'm 2 and
2 out
1.
of 3. I
2 out
can't
of
wait
3.
for it to hit.
It's gonna hit.
So is the UCLA Iowa State play revenge? Since is it Arizona State
Yeah.
that fucked you?
Wait, what?
Did I fuck that up?
Yeah,
Did I
because
say Iowa State?
yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. UCLA Arizona State, is that a revenge play since they fucked you over?
No, they play this week.
Yeah, but didn't Arizona State fuck you over? Is that what you said?
No.
No.
God damn it.
Are you drunk, dude?
I was just focused on scratching my back. I think. I zoned out.
Wait.
I thought you were about to hit him with it.
Yeah, me too. So
I
I
thought
got
I was too.
I got to write this down. UCLA, Auburn, and Rutgers. I'm writing it down now.
Write it down. Well, I mean, Melvin, you're being a pretty slow intern right now. I mean,
I'm looking for it all over. I can't find it.
okay, well,
Strike one.
what else did we want? What did you say you wanted him to look up?
Like there was some crazy stat. He hadn't thrown a passing touchdown in 6 games or something like that, dating back to last year.
Graham Mertz?
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack right now. I mean,
It's all over Twitter. If I find it in the next 30 seconds, you're fired.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
But I mean, I just think Michigan, dude. Go
Yeah.
Blue.
I feel like you got to. Go blue.
all right. I already made a pick. I mean, I can chime in with it as soon as I get it.
I mean, we're about to move on here.
Yeah, we're about to
Melvin.
switch complete leagues right now,
Yeah.
Melvin.
It's okay. We'll move on.
I'm having trouble finding it.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, you're
All right,
not you're not
Here-
fired.
Here's one from Chris Falica. In two games versus the Power 5, Graham Mertz, 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions, 8.6 QBR, and a 51.3 completion percentage.
That's terrible.
Stud.
That is bad.
Jack Allison.
All right. Well, no more stat looking right now. We're on to a new league.
Yeah, give it up.
Okay.
dude.
I wanted him fired.
Thursday, dude. Like I said last week, Thursday night games just stink.
They stink, dude.
I'll bet every single one, but they are awful to watch. We get my God.
That was me.
All right. Thursday night, we got the Jags at the Bengals. Bengals are laying 6.5. Over under is 47. Shout out the Bengals though. I'll give them some credit. 2-1, great start. Jake.
Can't believe I'm about to say this. Jags +6.
What?
I think it's time. It's time for Urban and Trevor to get one. The Bengals look so good, but I think everybody knows that fucking Urban and Trevor are on the hot seat and they're going to at least cover.
I'm telling you right now,
Go
Urban
Jags.
will not last the whole year in Jacksonville. When they're like 1-6, 1-7, something terrible, he is going to be out and he will be at USC so fast.
I agree.
There's my take. He will not last the year there.
I'm with you. I'm not going to argue that.
You done?
I'm done. Go ahead.
Jags +6.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
They both stink.
I don't think the Bengals are that bad. Shout out Jamar Chase, too. He's been cooking for someone who supposedly
Yeah.
couldn't catch the ball.
3 touchdowns in what? His
4
first three-
touchdowns in 3 weeks.
He is a stud.
I mean,
Yeah.
how do you not bet that this week against the Jaguars?
Yep.
The Jags haven't covered once this year. Give me the Bengals -6.
I love you, Melvin. Because I'm also on the Bengals -6. Jacksonville is so disgusting to watch. And you know what? I'm actually so confident in this one. It's not my lock. But if Melvin's willing, I'm willing to bet nice with you two on this game.
Wait, 2-2?
Yeah. 2-2.
There's 5 left in there.
I'm in.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm down.
Down?
Yeah.
Down.
All right.
Duval?
That's you're in charge. You're in charge. Duval.
Duval.
You're in charge of putting the ices in your phone. So
Okay,
put that
I
one in
got
your
it.
We
phone.
also didn't do locks for college football unless I just
Oh,
didn't give
no,
No,
it.
you're
you're
right.
right.
Yeah, we need
We
to
can
go
do it. If
back.
you want to do it at the end, we can.
No,
but-
no.
yeah,
We'll forget.
Give both locks. At
Okay,
the end.
okay.
We'll do
okay.
both at the end. Melvin, keep the thought in your head. I don't know why I always forget that. That's why we got a fucking
It's 'cause we
intern though.
stink
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. All right. Game 1 of the 5-5 for the NFL. We got Panthers at the Cowboys. Cowboys laying 4. Over under is 50.5.
This one's tough, but I think definitely with Calf out, this has to be easy. It's got to be the boys -4, especially at home in Jerry World. I think it'll be a decent game. Darnold's playing a lot better than I feel like people anticipated, but tough road game. So let's go, boys.
Love to hear it.
I gotta pick the boys -4.
Love
For
to
some
hear
reason,
it.
I'm rooting for the Cowboys. I just like their players on offense. They're exciting. Cowboys -4, especially since, like you said, Cap's out.
Melvin,
Cowboys -4.
God, you guys are just so beautiful tonight. I mean, I just really appreciate you all hyping up my team right now.
Hold on.
My main pick's going to be the over 50.5, and I'm also going to add Dallas -4. So, yeah, we're all in the boys.
Beautiful. I love
The
it.
boys. Let's roll with the
The
boys.
fucking boys.
All right. Game 2. Cardinals at the Rams. Rams laying 6. Over under is 53.
Oh man. This is hard. I'm just gonna take the over. I'm gonna take the over points here. Stafford, Kyler Murray, video game, touchdown after touchdown. I feel like they'll blow the over out of the water, so I'm taking the over.
I'm going to take the over also. I think the Rams might jump out to a big lead, but then Cardinals will have a lot of garbage touchdowns.
Yep.
Melvin?
I think the Rams are legit. Give me a -6.
They're very legit. Melvin, I agree with you.
I think the Cardinals just have weeks where you wonder where their offense goes.
I think they're
Yeah.
due for an ass whooping. I'm also taking the Rams -6. The Rams look. I'm telling you what, that's one future that looks great for us right now is the Rams NFC Championship, Rams Super Bowl. So if we hit one of them futures, I think we did a
that's
good
big.
job.
Yeah, I think that's big
So we're looking. I mean, that's definitely our most promising one right now.
because it's not going to be DJ Ukulele.
Yeah, 'cause that one's so done. Brady's. I mean, I actually got the
It's so
sheet right here.
bad.
Let me look at it real quick. All right, so Brady had. Oh God.
Easy, Ty.
I don't think mine's any better. So Brady's got Clemson in his Final Four in the playoffs. Clemson, Bama, Iowa State, Oregon. Oregon was a great freaking pick. I'll give you that one.
That makes me feel better. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you should feel good about that one. Do you want me to just repeat them now
Yeah,
that we're
let's
here?
go.
Jake has Ohio State. Oh, this one's terrible. 2 of them's bad. No, 3 of them's bad.
Yeah, I know. Mine are terrible.
USC, Clemson, and A&M.
Oh,
That's
man.
bad.
Dude.
All right, so wow. I got Ohio State, Clemson, A&M, and Oklahoma.
Not one of them is going to make it. No, one of them's gonna
Oklahoma's
make
got
it,
a
but
chance, and
They're
Ohio
going
State
to
still.
lose.
Ohio State still has a chance. What's A&M have? 1 loss now too?
1 loss.
Yeah, they still got a chance too.
The Wild Hogs.
Well, they play Bama, right? They'll lose to Bama.
Yeah, true. They probably
That'll
play
be 2.
Bama. Yeah. Well, those are bad.
Yeah, those are
really bad. But we're just gonna move on from there.
Hmm?
I don't know why I keep putting this sorry ass freaking team on these 5 games, but I think it's because I like to pick on them and how bad they are. Steelers at Packers. Packers laying 6.5. Over under is 47.5.
I know this is going to sound wild, but I'm taking Pittsburgh
What?
plus 6.5.
What?
I feel like
You just hate Aaron Rodgers because he didn't come to.
yeah, and
Denver.
his hair looks good, and he looks like a man rocket just running around slinging the ball everywhere. I need Rodgers the ball, and I need Adams the ball, but nah, I'm changing my pick. Packers minus 6.5. Just fucking kidding, dude. The Steelers stink. They literally might lose this game by 28 points, and I feel like though it could be a shootout. But Big Ben just can't move. That's the problem. So go Pack, go baby, Rodgers.
I got to take the Packers minus 6.5.
Oh yeah, Brady. I love to hear it.
Now
You gonna
with-
be a Packers fan now, Brady?
No, fuck that. If it was 7, I might take the Steelers.
I wouldn't be shocked.
7's a football number, so it's not at that. I'm staying under that. So 6.5 Packers.
Melvin.
Pack minus 6.5.
We're all gonna be on it, aren't we?
Go
No
Pack,
doubt
go.
about it.
Go Pack.
I don't know why this one isn't my lock either, but it should be. But I'm on Packers minus 6.5 as well. So we're all together on that one again. Game 4, Baltimore at Denver. Baltimore's laying 1. Over under's 46.5. I don't know why I called them by the cities. Ravens at Broncos. Ravens laying 1.5.
I just want to
I
make
never do that.
I just want to make it fair here because I'm obviously going to take Denver's money line,
Okay.
but the latest line has Denver like -2.5, I think.
That's fine. Take the money line.
Money line all day, dude. Denver's defense shows up, marching into Mile
Wait,
High.
you mean Baltimore's laying 2.5 now?
No, I think Denver's favored in this game.
Denver is favored by 1.5.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because we're going off this. Denver money line's good.
I'm taking the money line.
It's only like
Yeah.
a point. Screw it.
So go Broncos. No shock that they're favored. Teddy B's a goddamn animal. The offense is there, but it's the defense. It's the defense that's the difference maker in this game.
Brady.
Broncos got a good defense. I think they'll keep Lamar in check. So I'm going to go under 46.5. It's going to be like 26-20. Don't know who's going to win, though.
I do. Go Broncos.
Melvin.
I'm with Jake. Give me the Broncos. Doesn't matter if it's -1.5 or money line. Whatever Jake. I want whatever Jake took.
Yeah, damn right
You
he
got the money
does.
line.
Yeah, damn right he does. Let's go.
Sorry, boys. I'm complete opposite. I did it week 1. I'm going to do it again. I'm taking the Ravens -1.
It's all right. Go Eagles.
No spike. 'Cause go Broncos. I'm on the Broncos. But like we talked about
I feel
before,
you.
get the best record we can. And I just think Denver's due for a loss. But
It's fine.
we'll see. If they win this one, I might hop on the bandwagon.
They're-
Besides the Cowboys.
All right, respect.
All right.
Respect.
Game 5. Oh, this game's going to be so electric. Buccaneers at Patriots. The Buccaneers are -5.5. The over-under is 51.
The Patriots are so bad.
Brady returns.
The Patriots are so bad. Tom is going to light the building on fire. Buccaneers -5.5. This is pretty easy for me. I know, I feel like at least in the beginning it'll probably be close, but I mean, Brady and Gronk probably will put on a goddamn show.
I got to go Bucks -5.5, too. I want Tom Brady to tell whoever takes the kickoff, just down it in the end zone, and he breaks the passing record on the first drive.
He
he
should have a
he
meal
only
at the
passes.
1 yard line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he need? 68 yards?
Yeah, it's
I want him to break it on the first drive and just
Yeah.
look over at Bill be like
and
fuck
be
you.
holding his fucking ball sack.
Wow,
Say
he-
you're nothing without
Go over
me.
and kiss his kid.
Yeah.
Dang. He's going to beat Peyton's record? No,
It's
Tom
Drew-
Brees.
yeah, it's
Brees' record.
Brees
Yeah,
now,
because
yeah.
they were going back and forth last year for it. Melvin,
I like the under 51.
I don't hate that pick at all.
I mean, if the Patriots win, it's going to go under.
But I could still see it being like 35-10.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still.
that all you got to say?
I just.
I
I don't see. I don't see any way. I don't see any way the Patriots' offense is as good as it's going to get up there to where they're going to contribute their half of the points for the over.
Yeah.
AB's out still, right? He'll be out for that.
I think it's just COVID. I bet he's back next week. I bet he'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm going with the Patriots plus 5.5.
Wow.
It's just a huge game. Like Brady might come out and just ball, which he probably will. But I mean, the Patriots are going to be so up for this game at home too. I think Belichick's going to have something going. I'm going to ride the Pats. They haven't looked as good as I thought they would. I didn't think they were going to be great, but they've kind of been disappointing so far. But I'm going to ride with the Patriots plus 5.5.
Would you say this is a big game?
This is a huge game.
Has Brady ever played bad in a huge game? And you're betting against him?
Not that I can
It's a
think
bold
of.
move.
No,
It's a bold move,
but
especially since Jameis just ate his finger crab legs all in New England's face last week.
yeah, he really did. He ate that dub. So college locks, NFL locks. Let's
All right.
give them out.
I got to go back.
I already
here.
gave my college out. I'll just repeat it. I'm going Arkansas plus 19 as my college lock. I will save my NFL lock. I'll let you three give out the college, then we'll get the NFL. So just give your college for now.
All right. I think my college lock of the week is going to be Oregon on the road against Stanford at -8. Go Ducks. Quack.
It's a good bet.
Quack, quack. Ducks fly together.
I'm also going to stay in the Pac-12, except I like Colorado getting 7 at home against USC.
It's not a bad bet either.
I always keep my locks within the picks. I should probably quit doing that.
Yeah, you probably should.
After this week, I'm going to branch out a little bit. I'll go Arkansas plus 19 for this week.
I love it. Same lock, baby. Pound that. All right. NFL lock? Jake, you want to start us out?
Yep, my NFL lock of the week. Let's take a look. I'm going to ride with the dog pound. I'm taking the Browns -2 at Minnesota. Go Baker.
Neil, why don't you go ahead since you skipped me last time?
Oh.
Melvin.
Ooh. Hey, if somebody DMs and says who said it, I'll send you a shirt.
I don't know.
That was
I
the
don't
first
even know who
time
that is.
we've done good.
Brady, go ahead and you tell you. I want to save my lock for last.
Okay.
I'm last.
Okay, that's fine. But I just
Ty's like, no. Packers -6.5.
Wow.
I know.
You're being not a Steeler fan.
it's
right
the
now.
first
No.
step towards the Packer fandom.
I'm being a gambler.
All right.
All right. So
Mel.
shout out my hater Kip on Twitter. I'm gonna take the Chargers -3.5 as my lock.
Yes! Yeah! Let's
You did it on
go!
purpose?
That's 100% on purpose.
We'll see if he listens. If he
I'm a
like, tweets
Bronco.
at you.
I'm a Bronco rider. Let the Broncos take over first possession after they go to 4-0 this week. Chargers lose. Shout out hater Kip.
Let's go.
I am taking. I don't even know. I forget who they play.
Did you
I
mean to
think
say
it's
Chargers win?
the 3.5?
3.5.
They're
Okay.
-3.5.
Gotcha.
I'm taking the Titans -7.5 at the Jets. The Jets are, I don't know if they're the worst right now because the Jaguars are god awful, and who else looks god awful? Detroit's
Falcons
god
are bad.
awful. Falcons have a win. All right.
That's just Giants.
And dude, I'm not
So
going to
when?
say golf and the Lions look bad.
No, they're battling teams, so I'll take that back. But the Jaguars and the Jets look like the two worst teams in the NFL
the
right
Jets
now.
stink.
I'm gonna keep betting against the Jets. I mean, they're terrible. So I'm gonna go Titans -7.5 as my lock.
Beautiful.
Anyone
Beautiful.
have? Oh, actually, I forgot. I do have 4 college games I'm going to add to my card as well. Friday, I'm taking Iowa -3 at Maryland. I'm going to take Oregon -7 against Stanford. I'm taking Liberty money line at UAB. Indiana +11.5 at Penn State. So that's 4 games I'm also going to add to my card. So
I'm going to add Maryland +4 to my card.
Who they play? They
The
play someone
Hawkeyes.
good.
you want to add Maryland +4?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll write it
Iowa
down.
stinks.
Dude, I'm telling you, too, his little brother's pretty good.
He is.
We'll see.
That- Is he better than the receiver, or is the receiver better than him? The receiver's damn good.
Historically, you'd have to go with the receiver.
And
And
you
Ty,
got anything?
I want to bet nice on that game.
You want to go nice on that game?
Yeah.
Put it in. I'm down for a nice for that
Wait,
game.
so what'd you pick?
I have it written down at 3 though. Would you be willing to take?
Oh,
3?
yeah. Yeah, I'll take 3 plus
Okay.
3.
I don't have anything to add as of now. I probably won't know until later on in the week. But if obviously we'll be in communication. So if there's 5 games that you guys want me to bet on this week, I'll add it to my card.
All right, we'll do it right now.
I'll sit there and
Or we'll talk. We'll talk and yeah.
so for my
We'll get
my-
it tweeted out
for
and
not
everything.
joining on as intern after the first 2 weeks, you guys can pick the games and then I have to pick them.
Okay, that's fair. I don't want to do it on the spot right now. Cowboys are getting ready to start here in a couple minutes. I ain't gonna fucking lie. So we're closing the shit down.
Go boys.
I'm even gonna go first right now and shout out my shit at Tyler Joe 24 _ at Tyler Joe 24 _ That is on Instagram and Twitter. Peace out.
Beautiful. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Juicebox Audio Sunday, video Monday at 7 p.m. TTP Tuesday at 7.
Got this down pat.
Hits and Picks Wednesdays at 7. Video audio Thursdays at 5 a.m. Milk Gang on Friday. Melvin, go Bearcats, baby! At Jerry Nixon Jr., follow me.
Twitter Brady _21_. That's it.
So excessive.
There's
So
too many
excessive. Change it.
underscores.
Just change it.
Okay, Melvin.
At Melvin the intern, go Irish.
Is that it?
That's it.
Peace.
Fuck Melvin.